Hey everyone, we're TowawayCouple. I'm Tom, the driver.
And I am Bunny, and I am the fuel navigator again.
You're not doing very good at fuel navigating.
I'm not doing very good at fuel navigating.
So, real quick, we want to thank everyone who's watching this video. We'd like you to click subscribe if you're not already subscribed to our channel. And if you want to see future videos, click the little gray bell or the notification bell right below you. And we try to pop off a video every so often when we can.
Right, so we definitely want to say thank you for watching. And
yes.
Please continue.
So this is part 3 of 3 of high fuel prices.
And you know what? We had a part 3, but we didn't put it out yet, and we made another run, and things changed.
Yeah, I noticed a little flub in there, and it was just easier to do the video again instead of the trolls telling me my math was wrong.
Right, and I can no longer have fun because it's no longer May 4th.
Yeah, but it's May 7th, and what's May 7th? The
May
Garth
7th?
Brooks concert.
Oh, it is the Garth Brooks concert.
So you're going to have a lot of fun.
I am going to have a lot of fun tonight. So we're going to do this really quick and fast so I can get the heck out of here.
Yeah, because when we leave here, we go to the White Pigeon South Yard, where if you're on Facebook, you know that's where everyone gets stuck to their axles in mud, and we're going to go check out our trailer and
we weren't really
cross fingers.
This will be the first time pulling out of the yard. We're usually a lot better on checking what yard we're pulling out of before, but this time we kind of
try not to pull out of White Pigeons, fairgrounds. They closed the fairgrounds.
Right.
So
we try not to pull out. We don't want to go mud bogging.
No, but we will have our tow strap. We're not going to go unprepared.
I was even thinking of bringing both trucks.
Yeah, that way if we have 2 trucks, we could take both trucks, and then that way we don't have to ask someone else for help.
Yes.
So, all right. With that, we're on our way back from
Tennessee,
Louisville, Tennessee.
No, it's Louisville.
Louisville.
Yes.
Was it Louisville, Kentucky?
Yes,
So,
I was corrected.
How are we correct? It's
it spells the same way, but every state says it different.
The accent from one state to another. All right, so Louisville, Tennessee, so we don't get the trolls. We went all the way from Elkhart. We actually did runs. We went from Elkhart, and we were going to go down to Louisville, and on the way down there, Bunny found fuel at a Speedy and everything, and
thought it was a good idea.
So on our part 3, we talked about unhooking the trailers and everything. Well, I took my trailer in there, and for some odd reason, it was showing $5.12 a gallon. It was supposed to be $4.90.
On our comm data, it was actually showing that it was $4.75.
$4.75.
So that was going to be a great price when everything else around it was $5.15 to $5.30.
So that was worth the risk of pulling a trailer in there. So we get in there, and the whole front's under construction, and there's just not much room between the store and the pumps, and I'm thinking, oh, dear God. So, and there was nowhere else to unhook.
No.
But thankfully, I had fairly small trailer, so I come around, and it wouldn't take my comm data card. It kept declining it, so maybe that was a good thing, because maybe
you would have filled up at $5.12 instead of $4.75.
Exactly. So we got out of there.
I managed to find fuel there for $3.75 for gas.
Yeah.
For unleaded.
I told Bunny, I said, we kind of saw the station when we pulled up in front of it. 99% of the time, we would just roll past it, but with fuel prices so high, we do things that we normally wouldn't do. And while everything was fine, I still just told Bunny, I said, I don't want to put myself in a situation.
No.
If we roll up to a fuel station and it doesn't look like it's a really easy in, easy out, I don't even want to go in there no more.
No.
And not to say, even if it's 70 cents a gallon, we'll have to go find a place to unhook, roll back, fill up, and then go back, hook on.
Now, let's just put it in perspective. For everybody that's pulling now, everybody knows that the Love's fuel stop in Tipton, Indiana, because that's a big run for all of us. Fuel prices literally went up 24 cents in 24 hours. I'm sorry, 16 cents in 24 hours.
Yeah, it's going up by the hour most places.
So it was absolutely incredible. We drove by there and unleaded was $4.09 at 5 p.m. on Thursday.
Yeah.
We come back through at 5 p.m. on Friday and it's at $4.24.
So we decided on our way back after we unhooked, I never filled up, but we have a 95-gallon upper tank and a 50-gallon lower tank, and we were only going 540 miles. So I'm like, okay, I can make it pretty much to the drop-in all the way back to Indiana, but we'll find something on the way back. Mm-hmm. So Bunny's looking. We find fuel at Costco.
Well, I had originally found fuel at a Costco and then put it on Facebook.
Right, and then somebody posted, hey, Sam's Club, Costco gets a lot of lines. Sam's Club's pretty much the same price 2 miles down the road. Check out Sam's Club.
Right. Well, I actually had put in a Costco going a different direction, going back the same direction we came, and then he said, no, you want to go here. It was like 15 cents cheaper, so I'm like, reroute, babe.
Reroute.
So we rerouted, and we headed for Sam's Club.
Now, one of the things was he posted that, we were using our ComData. ComData is a MasterCard, mm-hmm. and that Costco's don't take MasterCard. And somebody came up behind him and said that they've always used their ComData card at Costco, so we're like, huh. Well, we were on our way to Sam's Club.
Right. It's worth a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Sam's Club was $4.65.
It was a little bit cheaper because Costco was $4.72, Sam's Club was $4.65, and they were a mile apart. So as we pull into Sam's Club, they're putting cones out, and I come around, there's all kinds of cars at the pump. And the guy looks at me and he goes, we're out of fuel. And I'm like, really, dude? And I cannot believe you're out of diesel, regular unleaded, and super unleaded. I just cannot believe magically you just ran out of all three of them. I said, you don't have diesel? And he hesitated. I knew right then and there. And he goes, no, we're out. And I'm like, oh, I had words, but I know they were coning it off to change the price.
Right. I even called the customer service desk, and I'm like, I'm like,
sure
I just
you're out of
called.
diesel?
And he goes, oh no, he told me that he was running low.
Running low and running out are two different things.
I'm like, you're running low, so you're going to raise the rates.
Yes. So we assumed they were shutting it down, and this is right at noon.
I think they found out that Costco was $4.72.
Yeah.
So they're going to raise their rates to match it.
So we talked about it in our other two videos, when you see that fuel, buy it because they're raising the rates like right in front of you.
Well, as a matter of fact, that was supposed to be $4.67.
Okay.
When I originally looked at it in the morning, it was like $4.58. So it went up that much in 2 hours anyways.
Right. So we navigate over to the Costco, and now we're bobtailing, and the Costco lines are long. And somebody posted out that the Costco doesn't care about diesel. They put it in the very far right, and it's really hard to get around. And when you got a dually, yeah, we were waving people by. It was $4.72 a gallon there. Mm-hmm. So I got off easy. I only put $369 in. And I'll tell you what, you could see the death stares when I opened up my auxiliary tank.
Well, they got all excited. It was funny because Tom's like, here, can you watch the tank for a minute? And so I'm watching the tank, and I see it click over, and I pull out the gas nozzle, and I put it back in, and this lady's all getting all excited, and she's getting ready to put her car into drive. When I ran the credit card again, she's like, oh.
But Costco only does $100 at a time. But I did run my ComData card because that one guy said that he runs his ComData card. Some ComData cards don't have the MasterCard logo on it. Some do. Our company happens to have it. Our first ComData did not have the MasterCard logo.
Right.
No, it did.
It did.
It did, but we've seen some without it. Mm-hmm. So it depends on your company, I think. And it got declined because it was a MasterCard. So straight up on the fuel pump it said declined, MasterCard.
Right. So we had to run our bank cards.
We ran our bank card, and now I get to deposit $369 into her bank account. So now, Costco has plenty of parking, especially way out. You could easily unhook, especially a fifth wheel, even a travel trailer, unhook, run in there, fill up, go back and hook up. The savings, I mean, we're talking $4.72 a gallon to $5.29 a gallon.
Well, even along that route, it was upwards to $5.75.
Yes.
So, and let's retouch back on that fact. It is now, unfortunately, it's now time to keep money on your bank account and your ComData card because, like I said, right now at this point, we're finding cheaper fuel going through Gas Buddy and going to different locations versus trying to use our fuel discounts at Pilots.
Right. And I was told that the ComData, I was just talking to somebody, the discounts have gone down to nothing. And they said, yeah, the farther west you go, the less discounts you get. Once you pass Oklahoma City or something, you start losing discounts. And we talked to some friends on the Mud Flap. I know we talked about the Mud Flap app in the other video, and if anyone knows how to get the discounts, because I guess the routes we're going, they say that Mud Flap works better on the East Coast runs than the West Coast runs, and we're typically running West Coast or South, so we haven't seen the discounts on Mud Flap that y'all are seeing and posting over Facebook. So we're still going to try the Mud Flap, Gas Buddy, our Fleet Advance.
And it's also getting to the point, too, where luckily we're together. So if we have to disconnect a trailer to pull the truck into a fuel station, we will.
Yeah.
And if I can, I'll pull my RV right up behind it.
In front of it.
In front of it. Oops. Or I'll stand there.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be worth the extra 15 minutes to unhook to pull in.
If we're talking 100 gallons of fuel and we're saving 70 cents a gallon, that's $70.
That's definitely worth.
That's
15 minutes
definitely
of our time.
worth 5 minutes to unhook and go get fuel and go back and hook right back up and be on the freeway. So we'll cut this video.
Yep.
Anything else we want to say?
No, I'm ready for Garth.
Ready for Garth. I'm not ready for White Pigeon.
But look, we're going to have so much fun after the debauchery that we have to go through.
We got to get out of there to go to Garth Brooks.
I'll be walking my butt back 20 miles from White Pigeon.
All right, so please, once again, click the subscribe button. We don't get anything extra out of YouTube for the subscriptions. It just makes us feel warm and fuzzy. And it makes us know that you actually cared enough to take 2 seconds to click it. And if you want to watch our other videos, if you are actually learning or getting any benefit from our videos, click the bell button, the notification.
And then ask Tom, what time did you wake Bunny up to find out to give her the numbers?
And if you watch this video this far, make a comment below asking if we got out of White Pigeon.
Yes.
Then we'll know who the real viewers are.
And if you see this video, come by in a couple days and see if we're still there.
Save us. All right, so until next time.
We'll see you down the road.
And we'll see you down the road, and hopefully you save as much money as possible in these times.
Absolutely.